With the numerous mascot controversies, a legal battle was no surprise. Those involved in these court cases just want the mascots to be removed.
Well, I don't really like it, but each to his own. I grew up and went to an all Native American school, and of course, we were called the Warriors. And I think we grew up with the mascots being it, but here lately it's gotten to be such a controversial imagery that a lot of the tribes feel insulted by using their names or using the names like Redskins or the Indians and whatever name they choose and everything. And so if it offends somebody, I don't think you should do it. But of course, I have no control over what people want to do. But if I was in a position, then I would outlaw it.
Behind this removal is to try to restore honor to their culture. For some tribal members, this fighting to remove the mascots should be stopped. An elder says this battle is contributing to the fall of the culture instead of honoring it. One elder says that if all the tribes unite and drop this fight, they could have a strong presence in this country. Instead, they are continuing to tear tribal bonds apart. The legal cases received a huge boost in 2005, with the NCAA banning the use of American Indian mascots by sports teams during its postseason tournaments. In addition to the nicknames, or mascots deemed hostile or abusive would not be allowed on the team uniforms or other clothing after February 1st, 2006. One school who has been outspoken on this ban is Florida State University. Florida State University has formed a symbiotic relationship with the Seminole tribe of Florida.
2005 NCAA mascot case where they wanted to get rid of the hostile racial mascot symbols for the postseason. What was the reasoning behind us, Florida State, petitioning to keep the Seminoles, and how was that?
We had Florida State and the Seminole tribe had developed a relationship that really goes back to the 1950s, actually, when the Seminoles and when the student body adopted the Seminole as their symbol of Florida State University. We have worked with the tribe over the last 50 years to create the relationship that we have, which, as I said, transcends a football game and that.
After the announcement from the NCAA about the ban on hostile mascots, the Seminole tribe supported the use of their tribal name as a mascot for FSU.
This is an excerpt read from the resolution affirming meeting. The Seminole tribe of Florida has an established relationship with the Florida State University, which includes its permission to use the name Seminole as well as various Seminole symbols and images such as Chief Osceola for educational purposes. And we here at the Tribal Council of the Seminole Tribe of Florida wishes to go on record that it has not opposed and in fact supports the continued use of the name Seminoles and any associated head logo as currently endorsed by Florida State University. The Tribal Council further extends an invitation to the Florida State University and its officials to continue their relationship and collaborate on the development of logos and nicknames that all members of the tribe can agree upon and be proud of. The Seminole tribe reaffirms its commitment and relationship of Florida State by approving the expression of its intent by a letter to the president of the said educational institution, and we further resolve that this resolution is hereby adopted.
The support of the tribe became one of the main points in petitioning the NCAA to allow FSU to keep the Seminole.
Well, we've got an ongoing fuss with the NCAA about what their rights are. No, I don't think they've got that right, and we were prepared to go to court, particularly in our case where we had this relationship with the tribe. I mean, they have stated it many times before. We went down and they restated it in terms of a resolution, not only the Seminole tribe of Florida, but the Seminoles in Oklahoma that were moved years ago out there. So our relationship transcends, some styrofoam thing jumping around at a ball game.
One of the main points that helped the university to keep the mascot was a letter written to the NCAA from President Wetherell. If the Seminole mascot was removed, the economic impact would be huge. Just think of all the people that have bought Seminole merchandise. On game days, everywhere you look, there is an image or words associated with the Seminole. On cars, tents, clothing, this could have possibly impacted the building decorations and statues on campus. The Seminole Tribe of Florida and unconquered statues would need to be removed. Along with these statues, event venues would need to be stripped of any imagery that was deemed derogatory. Luckily for Florida State University, they were able to keep their mascot. Even though this is just one resolution to this issue, the future is unclear. The future of this issue is not clear. Even though there have been some resolutions to this issue, many believe one universal resolution will not be met. Many predictions are supporting this ideal of not giving up the fight for Native American rights.
I would really like to see the mascots disappear, and the reason is I would like to see an educational program that would actually go out to Americans all over the place to see that we are real people, you know, and we have real feelings. And the cartoon characters, the tomahawk chop, which can be fun in its place, portrays to Americans that we really don't exist and that we are just cartoons.
Obviously, I would like us to be regarded as a people that are still living and maintaining our traditions. In most of those mascot issues, we are perceived as an extinct people that are no longer here, and therefore those may continue to generate false concepts and ideas of who we are as a people. So I would like that to stop.
And there are some who would like to see the Native American mascots stay as long as they are portrayed in good taste.
I don't really see a problem if it's done in a proper way that's going to show respect to our people. For example, FSU, the Seminole, great warriors show strength of our people, so it's not done in a negative way. There was problems before, like with the Atlanta Braves and the tomahawk chop.
I personally, as long as it's done in good taste, don't have any problem with it. I think like FSU, Seminoles, the Seminole Nation have given them the right. I see nothing wrong with it. I think the Washington Redskins is done in good taste. I don't have any problem with that.
For outgoing FSU President T.K. Wetherell, he hopes the relationship between FSU and the Seminole tribe grows more and stronger.
Those who run around and try and play the politically correct game. In our case, we have this relationship, and I think it's going to grow. I mean, we're talking now about a museum in the state capitol with artifacts from the Seminoles. We're talking about the idea of a powwow here in Tallahassee in April for all of the other Native American tribes to come in and do educational programs, cultural programs, etc. So I think the relationship with Florida State and the Seminole tribe is going to grow. You're going to see it happen in a number of different ways. Now, what happens at some other university or with some other group, that's kind of their business. But as long as the tribe and Florida State are happy, I don't see it's anybody else's business but ours.
Until there's a compromise of some sort, these tribes will try to keep their culture of dancing and praising alive among the distorted images that surround them.